Haridas Das's Vaishnava Abhidhana is a milestone not only in the Chaitanya studies but in the scholastic tradition itself. That kind of work of scope, depth, vertically and horizontally is amazing work because it explores very carefully, and whatever is available in this encyclopedic work is supported by actual references, and that takes a lifetime to do. Something like that cannot be done by one person, cannot be done even by an institution in a lifetime. But the miracle and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace that Haridas Das ji could achieve it in his lifetime, although the second volume was published after his Golok Dham, but he completed the work himself, and that is a very, very remarkable feat in the scholastic history. As I said, not only Vaishnavism but Indian studies as such, because that quality of work is unparalleled. So now the onus is on us that this graceful gift from Haridas Das should come to the larger world of the Vaishnavas, and specifically those who are in Vaishnava studies. Unfortunately, many Vaishnavas have access to Sanskrit but not to Bengali as a script and a language. So those who are non-Bengali scholars in the Vaishnava tradition, they are deprived of this amazing resource and mine of information. So apart from bringing the original onto the web, the English translation is the urgent need. English or Hindi translation, so that it can have access, can be accessed by the masses. The scholastic tradition of the Vaishnava tradition and Chaitanya's tradition suffered from this lacuna, that there were excellent publishing enterprises and editing and translations and things, but mostly they got confined to the Bengali language. And that's why the literature could not be made available at large. Even the historical publication event, which is unparalleled again in any Indian scholastic history, is the editing and publishing work of Haridas Das. But hardly people know it. He published 78 volumes, and his standards were so pure that when he was publishing Krishna Sandarbh, there were some press mistakes came. He dumped the whole edition into Google. He said the Lord's body, which is the Vangmayi body, cannot be published corrupt. So 78 volumes and no press mistake. Finding typographical, stylistic innovations is amazing in Puridas's work. What he did in 1940s and 50s, we are not even able to do it even today with all the computer fonts and everything. Main text will be in a different form, the commentary will be in a different form, the sub-commentary will be in a different form, the notes will be in a different form, the translation will be in a different form, and every work has indexes, verse index, word index, etc., etc. Nobody has done that kind of work. Forget about the Chaitanya tradition, but in the whole Vaishnava tradition, no one has done it. Not in Ramanu Sampradaya, not in Madhva Sampradaya, not in Vallabh Sampradaya. But Puridas But Puridas was not alone. He was blessed by the Lord to have Haridas Das as his right hand. And my father was the proofreader of all these volumes. Rigorous work. There was one Goswami here, Ras Bihari Goswami, a great Pandit. He was also the proofreader. So there was a whole team working. And then we get the best possible, purest edition of the Chaitanyaic literature. But unfortunately, being published in Bengali letters, because his financier was from Bangladesh, his press was in Dhaka, and he himself was a Bengali, so he thought it is appropriate just to publish it in Bengali letters. None of the 78 volumes are of Bengali language. They are all Sanskrit works. All Sanskrit words, but unfortunately confined in Bengali letters. So any Sanskrit scholar will know Devanagari, whether he is from Tamil Nadu, from Maharashtra, from Russia, or from Germany, he will know Devanagari. But he will not necessarily know Bengali letters. And Bengali is such a beautiful language, even to write. When the conjunctions come, they make like a peacock dancing, make beautiful pictures. So that beauty is there, but many Sanskritists do not have access to the beautiful Bengali script. And that was the pain, that was the misfortune of this historic thing. 78 volumes published flawlessly. Even the binding, you can hold one page and the book will still stand. The binding, the covers, everything. And the most important thing, he did not do lip service to the text as the images of the Lord. Puri Das's job was, when 1,000 copies will come from Manjusha Press, Dhaka, or Saraswati Press in Calcutta, he will personally sit with those volumes with a stamp in his hand, which he will put in the first page, last page. This book is not for sale. The book is not for sale. Vikraya nahi hai. If there was a square seal, which you will see in every Puridas edition, every single volume. He said, how can we sell the image of God? And that time he invested something like 3 million rupees. In 1940s, 3 million rupees today is more than 30 crores, or more than that. Where were 3 million rupees? Where were 3 million rupees? एक शहर में 1 लखपति होता है. That amount he